Zack Snyder's Justice League is finally out. It's officially out. The Snyder Cut is released. Thank God. But there's one scene that's been in my head ever since I got to watch the Snyder Cut a few days ago. And that's the Joker scene. The interaction between Jared Leto's Joker and Ben Affleck's Batman. And I want to break it down and I want to talk about it right now with you guys. And it will have spoilers. Let's get into this. Truce, Bruce. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So yeah, there's one scene from the Snyder Cut that's been in my head. I just can't get it out of there. And if you follow me on Twitter or social media, I've been saying that there's one scene that I think people will go crazy over. I think there's one scene that people will break down for years, and that's the scene. That's the interaction between Joker and Batman. For the first time since 2008's The Dark Knight, directed by Christopher Nolan. Awesome scene that was with Heath Ledger and Christian Bale. But this one is very different. It's more of a psychological breakdown of each other that I really like. And I think Joker may win this one, but Batman might win it in the end. So, end of the movie, they defeat Steppenwolf, Darkseid, they see him through the boom, through all that kind of stuff. Then it cuts to this alternate timeline, this nightmare world. We first got to see it in Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice, where Bruce is in this post-apocalyptic world. He's taken on some parademons, some people who worship Superman, and Superman comes down, takes his heart out basically, and kills the Batman. But my theory has always been, and if you watched this channel a few videos ago, I talked about what my theory is of the Nightmare Timeline. I think the main timeline right now is Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and Zack Snyder's Justice League. But these Nightmare Timelines, the visions that Batman has received, that Cyborg received in this one, is of different alternate timelines that what could happen if things go in that direction. So I do think that the Batman v Superman timeline of the Nightmare World is different from the one we see here, and it's also different from the one that Cyborg sees in the movie. I think they will see the visions, they will see the world go this way, but it's up to them in the now timeline of the Zack Snyder's Justice League when they get to that point to make a different decision, because they know if they go down the path they're going on, this is what's going to happen. Now, that's just my theory. It could all be connected. It all could be the same world. But yeah. But in the Cyborg vision, Wonder Woman's dead. Darkseid kills Aquaman. Lois Lane is dead by the hands of, or the eyes of Darkseid, I should say. And Clark Kent, Superman, is there in tears over that. That's in the Batcave. We know that because the Robin costume is in the background. So that's what happens in Cyborg's vision. And it's pretty interesting. But also, the shot we got to see from the DC fandom trailer, I think, of the camera panning through the Justice League building. You get to see the Justice League logo, it's broken. You get Aquaman's trident, I think Wonder Woman's shield is there as well. But in this one, it's actually different. You got a Green Lantern dead, you got Kilowog killed by Superman. You got the trident there as well, I think. You got Wonder Woman's shield. But you also got Superman floating with Batman's cowl. Now that could be from Batman v Superman because he takes his cowl off and then he kills Bruce Wayne. But also an interesting part of that sequence is that there's the Joker card that we got to see at the start of the DC fandom trailer. But this Joker card doesn't go by very nicely. It isn't a whole Joker card, you can see it. This Joker card is torn. It's broken in half, which I will get to and why that's very, very important. The truce, Bruce, seems to be broken. But we start with Cyborg landing down on top of a car. Batman was hiding away from the parademons. You got loads of parademons coming through, obviously looking for the last resistance, the last hope for humanity. Darkseid is taking over Earth. The Omega symbol is engraved in the ground. He's obviously got the anti-life equation. People of Earth are worshipping Darkseid, maybe turned into parademons as well. Superman is evil, he's being controlled through the anti-life equation by Darkseid, and Lois Lane died, so it's easier for him to be manipulated. And he blames Bruce Wayne because Flash went back in the Batman v Superman timeline. He told Bruce Wayne that Lois is the key. And even in this movie, Batman is talking to Wonder Woman. He had a premonition. Barry Allen came to me and told me that Lois Lane was the key. And Wonder Woman's like, yeah, she's always been the key to Clark Kent, to Superman, to Kal-El. But Batman says, I don't think so. I think it's something darker. So it's interesting. And this nightmare timeline, the last resistance, I'll call them, the rebellion, very Star Wars-ish. But we've got Joker, we've got Mira, we've got Cyborg, we've got Flash, we've got Deathstroke, we've got Batman. They are the last hope for humanity. Maybe Green Lantern is somewhere there, a Hal Jordan or a John Stewart. We know about John Stewart. Zack didn't get to put him in, stuff like that. So we'll have to see how that progresses if Zack gets to make a 2 and a 3. But Joker is sitting there on top of a car, laughing his head off. Now, I think Heath Ledger is the best Joker, but Jared Leto has to be the creepiest. He is so creepy in this scene. I was on edge. My jaw was dropped. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The dialogue, the interaction between the two of them. The words that Joker and Batman were using with each other were very interesting, and something that I said will be broken down for years because there's so much in this to construct, to take apart, because it means something. And Zack said he wrote this dialogue at home in quarantine. He wrote this, and he shot it, of course, as well, with the addition of photography. But Batman and Joker are having an interaction, and it's actually brilliant. It's so good, and Jared Leto has got his redemption, thank God. But this is what Jared Leto had to say in some of this kind of dialogue. "You need me to help you undo this world you created by letting her die. Poor Lois, how she suffered so. I often wonder, how many alternate timelines do you destroy the world? Because frankly, you don't have the cojones to die yourself." Absolutely brilliant. There is Joker getting deep into Batman's nerves, because Mira says to Batman, "I'm going to kill Superman for what happened to, or Darkseid probably, what happened to Arthur, to Aquaman." And and Batman kind of says something, and Mira's like, "Well, who have you lost in your life? How do you know how I'm feeling?" And then Joker's laughing in the car, and he turns, like a boy wonder, the Robin. He knows how to get it at Batman so much, but Batman needs him. And I just thought this interaction, this piece of dialogue between the two, was fascinating. And as I said, my jaw was dropped, and there's so much to break down. But let's get into some of this, okay? So, you need to help me undo this world you created by letting her die. Lois Lane's the key. She died. Bruce Wayne was supposed to protect her. Barry Allen told Bruce Wayne, "You have to protect Lois Lane is the key. She's the key." But maybe it wasn't so clear. Bruce didn't know exactly what it meant. And Joker says, "Poor Lois, how she suffered so." Killed by Darkseid, because Darkseid knew that she was the key to Superman being controlled. I often wonder, how many alternate timelines do you destroy the world? Because frankly, you don't have the cojones to die yourself. And that gets to my theory. I think we will get to a timeline in the Nightmare world where Batman has to sacrifice himself for the world, for humanity to survive. And I think when we get to that point, that will be the right timeline, and Batman will know what to do, because he's had so many visions of the world where it's gone bad. But Joker's wording is very interesting. Alternate timelines. Now, is this Joker, is this team aware, or have they tried to undo this several times? How many times have they experienced the Nightmare world? Or maybe it's just Cyborg, Flash, and Batman who can see the different timelines because they're the ones who get visions. But for Mira, for Deathstroke, I should say, this is their one timeline because they can't see the future or the alternate timelines. But maybe Joker knows. Maybe Batman has told him, "Look, I've been in different timelines and I've seen what's gone wrong, I've seen what's gone right." But Joker's wording is so interesting. How many alternate timelines do you destroy the world? I love that so much from Jared Leto's Joker. And he even goes on then to say, "So as usual, I'll be the bigger man. A truce, Bruce." Then Joker just absolutely laughs. An insane, creepy laugh. "As long as you have this card, a truce," takes out a Joker card then, magic kind of trick, gives it to Batman. "But all you have to do is tear it in half, and I'm happy to discuss why you sent a boy wonder to do a man's job." And Batman's like, you're pushing it now, Joker. You really are pushing it. Be careful what you say next, things like that. But Joker gives him the card. He's like, "A truce, Bruce. As long as this card is unbroken, we'll work together. But once you tear this card, we can talk about Robin." I think it does get to the point where Batman does kill Joker because of what he says next. Because it's interesting what happened with Harley Quinn. So Batman goes to Joker. "It's funny how you talk about watching people die in your arms. Because when I held Harley Quinn and she was bleeding and dying, she begged me with her last breath that when I killed you, and make no mistake, I will fucking kill you." Absolutely insane. What happened between the Joker and Harley Quinn? Why did Harley Quinn turn in the Joker? Maybe Joker's the one that killed Harley Quinn, and Batman was trying to save her, and then he had her in his arms, and she said, "Kill him for me." So maybe Batman liked Harley Quinn. Maybe she was coming too. Maybe she was helping the Last Resistance or something. I don't really know. But maybe Harley Quinn was turning a corner and Batman was able to trust Harley Quinn in a way. So he's lost probably Alfred. He's lost his parents. He's lost Dick Grayson, Robin, his adopted son, and Harley Quinn. People he probably cared about. Lois Lane is dead as well. Superman is turned over to the other side. Aquaman, Diana's dead. So Batman has lost so many people. But Harley Quinn was in his arms and she wanted him to kill the Joker. And he's like, make no mistake, I will fucking kill you, you know. So that interaction is brilliant. And I do believe that this Batman does kill Joker because of the broken card. You know, the torn up card that we see pass by Superman. So it's all interesting. And Zack Snyder, he set up so much. You know, she was like, Batman saying that I would do it slow, and I'm going to honor that promise. So I do think he does kill the Joker, big time. Big time kills the Joker because there's so much symbolism there. There's so much to carry on into other stories. And Zack Snyder, when he was doing this dialogue up, when he went back to shoot the additional photography, he wasn't ending this like it was a closed off chapter. He did this because, look, comic book movies don't end. They don't never end. There's always something more to grasp onto. But then we kind of cut to the Cyborg gets an understanding that Superman is on his way. He has found them. That means bad shit because Superman is under the anti-life equation. You got Flash there getting ready to fight, Mirror getting ready to fight, Deathstroke, Batman, Cyborg, and you also got Jared Leto's Joker, who is not hesitant, who isn't afraid. He sits in the car, or you think he's standing up at this stage, and he looks over at Batman and he just starts laughing because he doesn't know what's going to happen next. Batman and all his friends could die right now. He doesn't care. Superman could tear him apart. He doesn't care. Superman could let him live, and it could be a member of Darkseid's army, and he probably still wouldn't care because Joker is just here along for the ride. But Batman needs Joker, as Joker said. Does Superman need the Joker? I'm not so sure, but yeah, I just thought it was badass. It was a cool sequence. My jaw was dropped. And I want to see the continuation of the Snyderverse. I want to see Justice League 2 because it's supposed to take place in the Nightmare timeline. I want to see the continuation of this story, of these characters. Hashtag restore the Snyderverse. And many people right now online are just after finishing the Snyder Cut, or just finished it a few hours ago, are online raving about this movie. Critics like it, fans like it, general audiences seem to like it as well for the most part. And people are raving about this scene here big time. I searched it online, I was looking at other different people's opinions, and the general consensus seems to be that they loved this, and it was creepy and it was weird, and they like Jared Leto's Joker now, especially under the direction of Zack Snyder, because this was a crazy scene. Couldn't believe what I was seeing. But yeah, finally got another Batman Joker scene, and Jared Leto gets his redemption, and Ben Affleck looked fucking great as well, you know. So guys, what did you think of the ending to Justice League, showing us the Nightmare timeline? What did you make of it? What do you think that it sets up for the future? What was your favorite part? Did you like Jared Leto's Joker's interaction with Batman? I loved it so much. Do you think this is redemption for Jared Leto's Joker? But what does the future hold, guys? This Joker scene and the future of the Snyderverse, what is going to happen? I think Jared Leto might be the key. Grace Ranoff was saying as well that Jared Leto might be the key for more expansion of this universe. Why not? He's a fascinating actor playing a fascinating character. So let's see how it goes. But guys, as always, thanks for watching. Give a like, comment, subscribe. I want to hear your thoughts as well. Subscribe if you like the video. Follow me on all the social medias. That stuff is in the end credits. And guys, yeah, wow, I can't believe it's here. I'm going to watch it till the end of time. It's a brilliant movie. It's an epic. It's an event. It's an experience, and you don't want to miss it because this scene right here is absolutely extraordinary. Let me know below, guys. Catch you in the next one. A true spruce. Brilliant. It's absolutely just brilliant.